going on, 2K fans? It's Scott O'Gallagher here, and today we are going to make you a better defender, so keep it locked right here, and let's get it started. Our first step to improving you as a defender, we're going to lock down our off-ball defense. When we're playing defense off-ball, the most important thing, the initial thing that you're taught at the most elementary level, is we got to have a concept of our man-ball line. That means as we're in our defensive stance, one hand's got our man and the other hand has got the basketball. You've got to be able to see both. The easiest way to do that is just draw a line.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. In tonight's game, Carmelo Anthony, one of the top scorers in the history of the NBA.
History?
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. That's right.
Now,
That's right.
deep into his 30s
Yeah.
now. And for him, Kenny, it's become about trying to win an NBA title.
Yeah, because he's got the gold medals, he's got the double-digit All-Star appearances, and a scoring title. But what he has not attained is the ultimate goal of getting the ring.
You know, he's put up some Hall of Fame numbers, and at this point, he just wants to win.
I agree.
Yeah. And what are his chances?
Doesn't matter because they'll never surpass us. We have 6 rings up here, Ernie.
Wow.
4, 2, and 0. That's 6.
You have such a great way of putting things.
You didn't have to call Ernest out.
I didn't call him out. I just said we as a team have 6 rings.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to say 4, 2, and 0.
Okay.
You just say we have 6 rings up here at this desk.
We have 6 rings.
6 rings at this
2
desk.
over here,
4 over there.
0. But it makes 6.
We're still champions, Ernie.
We're
My
still
self-esteem is taking a beating today.
That's all right.
We used to
Taking
get
a beating.
We used to get Emmys until
Taking a beating.
But Emmys.
No,
Emmys
no.
counts
Yeah.
as rings.
We used to get a lot of Emmys until
Oh, that's how it goes.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
L.A Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup, and today's game is the Lakers coming to town for this one. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Lakers came away with the win against the Denver Nuggets.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
The spark those guys gave them was massive. I mean, you always love seeing points off the bench.
Looking at the year so far, teams that made big changes in the offseason starting to develop now some chemistry.
Well, it takes some time, especially if the acquisitions are on the younger side. And this is where great coaching can make all the difference. This is where a great basketball culture in the locker room can make all the difference. It's all about, we say chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. What does that mean? It means trust. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to understand your players and what they like, where to get them the ball, what makes them better. And once you get to that point, it's a liberating feeling because now you feel like, okay, guys, we've gotten through the murky waters. Now we can have some fun. We know who we are. We have an identity. Let's go out and be us.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Ingram is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's McGee in at the 5, down low.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. LeBron trying to free himself up. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Millsap. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night. James kicks the ball. Lakers passing it around. Kuzma can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Thomas. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. And it's the Lakers on the break. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Mike Malone.
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back. And if that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Porter. Kuzma pulls it in.
D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Ingram. Good defense by Jokic.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Porter passes to Thomas. Shoots over Ball. And another miss by Denver.
That's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there. They can't keep doing that.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Thomas, no luck. Ball against Thomas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for his team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that answer.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Timeout.
And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year. And I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And a great time to check out the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up across the league. You take a look at the 76ers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at the Lakers, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides in maintaining their momentum.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Outside Porter. He wants to get the Millsap and does. 5 to shoot. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight and stolen by Harris. James against Thomas. Now here is Harris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 3 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. And again, Denver no good.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Ball with the bucket.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from it.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Cleveland. Thomas finds Millsap. Harris outside. Will it go? And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all three levels.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
LeBron against Porter. Pulls it from the elbow. They get it back. The shot's good from McGee.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Thomas surveying the D. Over ball. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
Outstanding touch from mid-range. I mean, I love how Thomas exploits that in-between game.
Ball with the bucket. Now Thomas. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Ball slams it in.
Solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Harris outside. Pass to Porter. Over to the wing. To the middle. And finished off by Porter.
Wow. A nice quick pass from Thomas. He's a master at cutting the D apart in the screen and roll.
Thomas against Ball. Kuzma. Lakers passing it around. And here's LeBron outside. Sinks the triple. LeBron's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Denver calls timeout. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to get them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and get them a triple-double.
Yeah.
And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at the Lakers. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, there's the Nuggets, just a few spots below there.
You know, for Los Angeles, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
There's still some very strong teams above them, Greg. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
Lakers leading by 6. Now the pass to Ball. There's the triple. He goes up again, and James with the layup. 7 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's Barton. He had 13 points in the win again. Six to shoot. Misses off the left iron. Lakers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Vanderbilt. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And it's Ball that time on the assist by LeBron. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 8. Vanderbilt covered by LeBron. Plumlee against McGee. Barton passes to Plumlee. And that one, good. Plumlee's got his first bucket of the night.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
From deep, Stevenson gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Lakers lead by 9.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Plumlee kicks to Murray. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
Here's Murray after the basket by the Lakers. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Took him no time at all on that one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Down low, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Ball, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. Martin in the corner. Back to Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot. Vanderbilt. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Ball with the bucket.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Deep 2 from Murray. And the shot is long. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of... Play. Lakers ahead, leading by 14. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And now, in a different stage of his career, Carmelo Anthony adjusting to a new role on this team.
We all had to accept whatever the role is for each individual, and I think it started with me. to just accept that role and ask the guys, what do you need from me? Ask Coach, what do you need from me? And be able to go out there and accept that and deliver that.
And that adjustment, Greg, not without hiccups for a lot of star players.
No doubt. It can be difficult to accept a diminished role, but if Melo is going to finally win a title, I think it'll have to be as more of a secondary player.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter, that's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets a tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton, who's out there with Murray, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looks like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was just for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
Barton, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ball against Murray. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for Denver.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
He's off on the first. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre, Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day-Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it enough. How about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chess basketball? So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch for today.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Millsap. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
For 3, Harris. Rebound the Lakers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here is Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though, one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
And so he hits both. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the chart.
Now, Jokic, after the missed three by Carmelo, and slam dunk by Harris.
Such a fantastic decision maker, Thomas. He's adept at making the right pass at the right time.
Here's Hart. He's guarded by Thomas. Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. Anthony's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thomas with the ball. 9-point game his last outing, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going after him.
Passes to Carmelo. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, man, speed is something that sets Thomas apart. I mean, he might not get up the highest, but in the open court, man, he can fly.
Caldwell Pope against Harris. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's off the back rim. No good. Lakers leading by 17. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Well, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Thomas. And a clever pass fake kept the D from closing in. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Chandler. LeBron comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Ingram, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Hart. The Nuggets trail by 17. Jokic kicks to Porter. That one, no good. Great D that time from LeBron. Kuzma passes to Ingram. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Oh, good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ball. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Ball's got 21.
Progressing on the offensive end on the floor is crucial. Ball continues to have games like this.
Pass to Jokic from outside the arc. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor. Here's Harris. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Millsap. He dishes it to Thomas. Pass to Harris. Clock at 6. The shot. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Over Harris, and Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Thomas finds Harris. Back to Thomas. Launches it. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Ingram. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Porter, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Denver.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role in.
But Trey, Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead's safe as long as he's on the floor.
And the pass to Jokic. Harris outside. Back to Jokic. Millsap down low. He's against Kuzma. And that one's good. Millsap. Lakers leading by 22. Ball kicks to Ingram. Here's James. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
James, such a terrific interior score. Simple, under control, and on the money.
Here's Thomas. 6 points for him. From 10 feet out, LeBron grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Millsap trying to get open, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. McGee's shot is off. Denver shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And that one's good by Porter.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
And it goes down 2 points. LeBron's got 15.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Thomas outside. He can't get it to go. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, 2 of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now. We're just shooting the ball. We're waiting to get back, and they're getting easy runouts.
A lot to clean up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. It was all Lonzo Ball in the first quarter. He ended up with 28 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
The Denver skyline looking absolutely gorgeous tonight as we return to the Mile High City. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes... becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
And sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. All out there with Ingram. And it's LeBron in at the small forward position.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And Denver has possession, following the bucket by the Lakers. To the paint, here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You know, with the smaller defender on you, that three-pointer is too tempting not to take.
The Nuggets shooting not great, 40% for the game.
Oh, yeah, look, now, you can see how Ingram has developed in his short time in the NBA. Got a little bit stronger, attacking the basket. He's the former number 2 pick, and he's getting steam with confidence. And maybe one day he can be an elite scorer. He's starting to develop a little bit of a killer instinct when he has the ball.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Porter looking it over. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
Denver shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw, good. Jokic. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. In the corner, it's Ingram. The three-pointer, no good. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Porter against James. Jokic trying to free himself up. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Ball against Thomas. Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Denver calls timeout.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. We'll see what they run coming out of it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Craig's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Brandon Ingram. James, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Porter. The Lakers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
And the basket by Thomas.
That makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Ball, no good. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Thomas down low. He's covered by Ball. The offensive rebound.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they established a physical edge in this game. And this led to a big edge on the scoreboard, too.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 8 over Chandler. Falls back and trains the fadeaway jumper. That's 10 points for Jokic.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Porter kicks to Thomas. Inside, here's Millsap. Another shot. The putback. Here's Jokic, and Chandler sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope for the Nuggets. Martin's checked in for Porter, and it's Jamal Murray in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Murray. Drains the 19-footer.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Now, here's Ball. 28 points for him. Chandler's shot, good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Down low, here's Jokic.
Oh, come on. Did you see that? Did you see that? Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws come. Up. And there's the foul against Denver. Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Taking 2 shots. The first one falls. And some changes here for the Lakers. Beasley comes in for James. And it's Josh Hart in for Lonzo Ball. So Anthony nails both of them. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Barton dishes to Plumlee. Back to Barton. Shot on the wing, and again it's Denver. Lakers leading by 22. Hart the pass to Carmelo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Anthony's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Plumlee finds Barton. Here's Craig. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jacks up a 3. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got 12.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Now here's Barton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Beasley with a clean look. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. He's solid from deep.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. On baseline J, Anthony can't hit. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Here's Craig to the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Caldwell Pope kicks to Anthony. Nice open look, but it's no good. And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
Denver making a switch here. Young's checked in, and it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. That misses off the backboard. Los Angeles has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. 2 points. That one goes. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the night.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just a scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Caldwell Pope against Barton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Caldwell. Pope.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nuggets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Los Angeles, Wagner, he's checked in for Beasley. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Hart kicks to Stevenson. He tries for 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Passes it to Hernangomez. Murray with it, covered by Anthony. Murray outside. Pass to Hernangomez. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Hernangomez has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusted.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Hernangomez. 26 seconds left in the third. Ball stolen. Here's Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Murray right side. Shoots from the right block. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Plumlee. Bill Barton is out there with Morris. Then there's Nick Young. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Barton, no luck. The Lakers shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And Stevenson drops them both. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic. Morris with the bucket.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Anthony looking it over. Wagner passes to Hart. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton outside. And the wide open shot from Morris. His three-pointers off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Shots good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
It's Barton on the wing. Hits the jumper in space.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Stevenson kicks to Anthony. Over Young. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Barton finds Plumlee. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Hart, that's good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's Barton on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson. Plumlee, the pass to Barton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. So, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places, they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curve on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
Hernan Gomez, no good. Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Out to Kuzma. LeBron passes the ball. LeBron against Young. James misses. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Morris, no good. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist here tonight. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Morris kicks to Hernan Gomez. Barton against Ingram. Barton dishes to Morris. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet away. Rebound the Lakers. Now Ball over Morris. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 30.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
And for the Nuggets, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Morris finds Hernan Gomez. Martin with it, now guarded by Ingram. Young's shot is off. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Martin passes to Plumlee, lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's LeBron, off target from the wing. Barton surveying the floor, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Substitution for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig.
Ball against Morris. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. McGee trying to break free. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Ingram.
And the level of concentration, it has to be demoralizing for the D, seeing him sink these hard shots.
Morris kicks to Hernan Gomez.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. The Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And it's James missing. Nuggets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Stolen by McGee. For 3, Ingram hits the three-point bomb.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Now here's Plumlee. Morris into the lane. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
See, we have a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. You're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more things.
Here's Craig. Five on the clock. That shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. It's deflected. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kuzma pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Mikhailuk. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. 1:43 left in the fourth. On the wing, Morris. Over Hart. The Nuggets with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lonzo Ball.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, you know, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Mikhailuk, money from the wing.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Lets the three fly. And that one is off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carmelo. Team has had a nice run of late here. What do you think's been the difference?
Just feeling a little bit more confident than we have in the past. Just taking it one day at a time. Something to click. And we're doing our job right now. We're trusting one another. We're believing in one another on both ends of the court. And it's working for us.
chemistry's really showing up nicely now, Mello. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.